it is sort of eye-opening when Chris Sims goes on his show on NBC and says this about Brock Purdy, who's in contract negotiations.
The Steelers.
Why does he look so happy about that? Colin Cowherd looks so happy.
But they want to do it. Like, hey, listen, it might be too late in the game to make a move like that for the 49ers now. But damn, if I had something to say about it, I would have been like, let's just blow this thing up. Let's trade him away to somebody, and let's get somebody else at quarterback for the future and build this team again. That's what I would want to do.
That's what I would do. He has a market.
Okay, here's the problem with that analysis, right? Here's the problem with let's just blow it up and find somebody else. We found Brock Purdy in the 7th round. Let's just find somebody else. Here's the problem with that analysis, okay? Here's what that analysis sort of conveniently leaves out. Kyle Shanahan already tried that. Kyle Shanahan tried for half a decade to find a quarterback to run his system, right? He started with Brian Hoyer, then he had CJ Beathard, Nick Mullins. Am I missing anybody? CJ Beathard, Nick Mullins, Jimmy Garoppolo, Trey Lance. None of them ran his system to his satisfaction until Brock Purdy. So it's not just a question of, oh, let's just find somebody else to run the system. He tried for half a decade.
That's what I would do. He has a market. There's 6 teams every year to 8 that are desperate at quarterback. Okay. Don't confuse lucky with foundational. Let's say you go to a garage sale. You buy a picture for $15-20. 20 years later, Antiques Roadshow comes to your town and you sell it for 20 grand. That's lucky.
I don't know what he's talking about, but let me say this.
That doesn't make it a business.
The other thing that they're missing is that Kyle Shanahan has a type. Remember, first of all, he had RG3, right? He wasn't happy with RG3. Then he had Jimmy Garoppolo, Trey Lance, and Brock Purdy in the same training camp. Brock Purdy as a rookie. And even then, he preferred Brock Purdy to the other two. So that should tell you something. Kyle Shanahan has a type, just like I have a type, right? Like I saw the other day, you know, Ciara, Russell Wilson's wife, Ciara put out a video and she's like dancing around and everybody's like, oh my God, she looks amazing. And she does, she looks great. Ciara looks great, no doubt about it. But she's not my type. Okay, like I prefer the malnourished look, personally, okay? It makes me feel more like a man. I can't handle all that. Okay, she's too much woman for me, Ciara. So everybody has a type, and Kyle Shanahan has a type. He had RG3. He didn't love it. People are like, oh, let's just give him Lamar Jackson. I don't know. Is that what he wants? I feel what is happening is everybody, from Colin Cowherd to Chris Sims to fans, are applying their own tastes to Kyle Shanahan. They want a Ciara type. They want big everything. They want tall, big, they want that. But Kyle Shanahan likes a mousy, with glasses. That's what he likes. He likes mousy with glasses, sneakers, and socks. That's what he's into. Sorry, he's not into the glamorous, big everything. That's not what he's into. So, I think that's one thing that's missing from these discussions. Kyle Shanahan likes what he likes. The other thing I was going to say is, by the way, here's Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks, to me, looks like the kind of guy who's into, dining at the Y. He's into going downtown, okay? I am not. Personally, I do it like as a courtesy, like if I have to, if it's a long-term relationship type thing, I do it as a courtesy. But I'm not, I'm a germaphobe. I don't like to go anywhere near that. It's too close to the other place. I'm just not into it. Whereas Dillon Brooks, you can tell he's the kind of guy who likes to go. He's like, he's like, oh yeah, let's go. Like he's super into that. And Draymond Green too, to a certain extent. But Dillon Brooks, you can tell he's just very much a connoisseur. I think we can say Dillon Brooks very much a connoisseur of that type of thing. And here's the other thing. Damian Lillard was wearing this Louis Vuitton sweater. I said it's one of the most expensive, ugly sweaters I've ever seen. And that's before I saw the pants. Okay, then I saw the pants. Look at these pants. This is unbelievable. Look at these pants. Hold on. Those ugly ass pants have to be like thousands of dollars. Okay, like these pajamas here, $60, like a cheap cotton blend. Okay, but if you buy them at like Loro Piana, they're like $2,000. Look at this robe here. This plain black robe is $3,500. These slippers are $725. Why? Because they have cashmere in it or whatever. Here's what people don't understand, okay? At a certain price point, you're no longer getting quality in return for the bump in price, okay? So when you're starting at Amazon Essentials, Cool Fandy, and then you go up to H&M, Uniqlo, that tier of clothing, you get an increase in quality for the increase in price. You get a corresponding increase in quality with the increase in price. And similarly, when you go from Uniqlo and H&M up to, Ralph Lauren, Banana Republic, Charles Tyrowit or whatever, again, you get a corresponding increase in quality for the increase in price. After that price point, then you're only paying for the brand name or the stupid ass like materials, like cashmere and silk. Do you know what a pain in the ass it is to take care of those things? First of all, you can't just dump it in the washer and dryer. You have to hand wash it with like delicate soap, and then you have to flat dry it. You can't just toss it in the washer and dryer. So it's extremely inconvenient. They say like, oh, it feels so much better. I don't know, dude. This is a cheap cotton blend here. This is a cheap cotton blend. It feels like clouds. It feels like I'm sleeping on clouds. So I don't agree. Fundamentally, don't think that's logical. This hoodie, this plain black hoodie here, $2,600. There's no corresponding increase in quality for that price. I'm sorry. There's nothing about a plain black hoodie at $2,600 that you couldn't get at. I think the cap for a plain black hoodie would be like $150. Like you're not getting much. There's not much more quality you can extract from a hoodie after $150.